Hey, welcome back. In this video, we'll take an in-depth look at the Traveler's Company, Traveler's Notebook, and passport size. We'll look at the construction, we'll look at some accessories, and I'll show you real quickly my setup. All right, let's get into it. Let's look at how these are constructed, and I'll give you some dimensions as well. These notebooks are truly passport size. They are exactly the size of a U.S. passport. Cover's around about 5.5 inches by 4 inches folded over, or 8 inches spread out. The elastic that kind of binds the thing together is just through a hole that's punched in the back cover, and you can adjust that knot to get the right tension that you like on that. The elastic that's on the inside, as well as this little bookmark, are just held on there by this little tin clasp. There is a slot that's been cut into the cover, about a 1/2 inch maybe, and that is terminated with a hole punch, and that will keep it from splitting any further. You need that slit right there. That keeps it from creating a crease with this elastic, but it also keeps this centered. Also makes it easier to replace this if you ever have to replace it. These notebooks are really good paper. This is Midori paper. Folds up really good. Fountain pen, and they come in dot grid. This is dot grid. That's my favorite. Also come in blank, and they come in lined as well. My preference, dot grid. To put these in here, you just put them under there, just like that. And then if you wanted to add an accessory like a wallet, you could do that. To add two notebooks, you take two, put them together, open them both up to the center page, add an elastic in the middle, just like that. And then you can stick two in there. If you wanted to add a third, just add another notebook. That's a handful right there. That's too many for me. I like just one. And the outside covers are stamped with Traveler's Notebook, Traveler's Company Japan, made in Thailand. These used to be named Midori, but now they're Traveler's Company. These come in a few different colors. This is the camel, and this is what the camel looks like after about a year's use. And this is the dark brown, and this has 3 or 4 months use on this. Starting to patina really well, picking up some scars and scratches from everyday use. There's also a, I think it's an olive green, a blue, and a black that are available right now. So the first accessory we'll look at is a wallet insert. I run my notebook as both an everyday carry notebook and a wallet. And the wallet insert that I settled on was this vinyl one. I like it because it's simple, and that the cards open toward the spine of the notebook, so your cards can't accidentally fall out. And it's got a nice zipper pocket on the outside back cover. I like that. I carry money in there, some stamps, a spare elastic, some spare paper clips, a Band-Aid or two, things like that, just things that are flat. There are 4 card slots on this side, and I can fit 2 or 3 cards in each one. I usually carry 2 in each, so driver's license, concealed carry permit, a couple of debit cards or credit cards, and some membership cards and business cards in here. And that works really good. I like this because it's not that bulky. It doesn't add too much bulk to this, where this fabric one, I just found this zipper to be too bulky, and it's shiny. I didn't like this shiny zipper on the outside. I know, but I didn't like it. And the zipper is not that smooth, but it does work, and you might like it. I like the little vinyl one better, but you might like this. It's got a place here that you could put a card in, but it opens toward the outside. And that just kind of freaked me out a little bit. So, this one has a flap over it, so that would keep the cards from coming out. So if you only have a few cards, 1 or 2 or 3 cards, you could stick them in here. They'd have to go sideways, and then this flap would keep them from falling out. So, I mean, it's useful. It would work. It just wasn't my thing. It looks more classy than this vinyl thing sticking in there. But this is just very practical, and it works, and I like it. I like the zipper that's on this too. I thought that this would not hold up to daily use, but it really does. I've not had any issues under this, and I really like it. So my preference is this, but there's nothing wrong with this. This probably looks better, and this probably works better. Another accessory you can get is a pen holder. Not real crazy about this. It sticks out a lot, and it just looks ugly. You could stick it on the notebook, but it's always going to have that little tab sticking up there. You could get the adhesive type of pen holder and stick it to the cover, or stick it to like a craft folder or a wallet or something that's inside of here. And that might work better, but I just never really gelled with pen holders on such a small notebook. Works better on the bigger ones, but on this passport size, I just don't like it. It's personal choice. I just stick my pen there or there. It works just fine. A straight edge is a nice thing to have. The Traveler's Company sells a pencil board, which is just a piece of cardboard, basically, maybe laminated cardboard, that sticks in there, and it acts as both a blotter and something smooth under the paper to write on. I don't think I really need that, but I just picked up this specific arc. This is the Pocket Master PT352. This is going on a couple of years old, and it's pretty tough. I haven't torn it or broken it yet, and I just keep it paper clipped to the back cover. So definitely a straight edge is something you want to add. You can make one out of a piece of cardboard. It doesn't have to be a stencil. Different binder clips and paper clips are also very handy to have. I think this brass one came, it's not really brass, it's just brass colored, but it came bundled with something like this. I can't remember what exactly it came bundled with, but it was part of one of the bundles of accessories for this. And I really like this. It opens up wide, and it's got a like spring tension, but it's really just a fancy one of these binder clips. And you can get these anywhere, office supply, dollar store, anywhere. And they're good for one, holding things to the cover, like I hold this to the inside cover with that, but also for binding pages together, just to easily go from one section to the next. So I think you'll find yourself using these a lot. Another accessory you can get is what they're calling a craft folder. And it's just a cardboard little file folder. And it's got a slot for a card here and a card here. And then you can put receipts or anything in there. I really wanted to use this. I like it. I like the idea. I like the simplicity of it. I just can't find a way to use it in my notebook that is useful. It's got the notches in here for the elastic to hold it straight. So, I mean, for what it is, it's a piece of cardboard, but for what it is, it's well thought out. And I will probably use it at some point. I'll find a use for it because I really like it. But as of right now, it just adds bulk that I don't really need in here. I've got this set up right now just the way I like it. And even though I really like this thing, I just haven't found a use for it. Another accessory is spare parts. The Traveler's Company sells a repair kit. The repair kit has elastic bands like this, has a extra bookmark, and has a replacement tin clasp like this. So you could buy that. Usually when you buy one of these, you get an extra elastic or two. And I've just been collecting those, so I haven't found a need yet to buy a new hole repair kit. But you can certainly get one. And they have some that have different colors, and if you just want to change the color of your band out. So I think that's a very worthwhile accessory. Post-it notes of different sizes come in handy, so that's another accessory you can add, and that's something that you can just buy anywhere. So I'll go through my setup really quick. I've got my wallet insert, and I've got some post-it notes stored in here. I've got a spending tracker where I write the date, amount, store, description, and then whether it was a need or a want. This is more of just a mindfulness exercise. And I've created a little pocket here by taking this outside page, cutting it halfway down, folding it over, and then taping the edges. And I made a little pocket for receipts. I use the bullet journal system to keep my notebook organized. So I've got a future log, I've got a monthly spread, and I've got my dailies. I keep my collection pages and things like that in this larger notebook. And then I've got another pocket with the back page there that I've made by cutting it halfway down, folding it over, and taping the edges, just like I did the front page. I keep a couple of business cards and any just little scraps of paper in there. And there's my wallet. And there's my stencil. That's it. All right. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.